Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Raiders Field as we are getting ready for high school football action. And as you can probably tell, we're on the visitors' side of the field, directly opposite the main speakers. We're about 2 minutes before kickoff.
Wayne Trace Raiders.
The Raiders are taking the field right now. The Aces will be coming out momentarily. And that's what we're doing for week number 4. We're down here in Raider country, and we're going to have the Hicksville Aces visiting Wayne Trace. Varsity football action coming your way tonight right here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. Live and direct from Raiders Field. Hi, everybody. I'm Bill Murphy from Hicksville Community Television. Alongside operating the iPad Pro camera, Brian Williams. And again, it's a bit of a different setup for us tonight. I'm not going to dwell a lot on it, but I do want to let you know what's going on so you can understand. Normally, of course, we're in the press box, but because of space restrictions, they've got a lot of other media here tonight, and a pretty full bleachers over on the home side of the field. Because of that, we're over here on the visitors' side, and we're up in the very top row of the visitors' bleachers. And there's no electric power available to us, so we're running completely on batteries. So instead of the normal headset microphones that we use for our sports broadcasts, instead I have a handheld microphone that I'll be utilizing tonight, which means that there may be more background noise than usual during tonight's broadcast. Also, when we get to halftime, well, before we get to that, we'll stand and get ready for our national anthem.
Now please stand and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Our national anthem, ably played by the Raiders Marching Band. We're going to get ready to get things started here. Again, the Aces in their traveling road whites. The Raiders will be wearing their home colors, which is, well, tonight they've got blue tops and bottoms with red and white red numerals with white trim, I guess. So maybe a little tough right now because the sun is shining right in our eyes as it is setting. That's the way this field is configured, so maybe a little bit difficult for us to pick up some of the Raiders' numbers, at least initially, till the sun gets out of our eyes and the lights come on here at Raiders Field. Both these teams are 0-3 coming into tonight's game. Earlier, the coin toss, the Raiders won, they deferred, so the Aces will be getting the ball first when we get things started in quarter number 1. It's week number 4. It's the first week of the Green Meadows Conference schedule for both these teams. And it's also, believe it or not, it's homecoming night tonight here at Wayne Trace. They had a ceremony before the start of the game, before we came on the air, where they introduced all the members of the homecoming court and announced the winner of Homecoming King and Queen. So congratulations to all those young people. Hope they have a great homecoming weekend. It's kind of odd because they had a home game last week against Crestview, which they lost. So far, the Raiders are 0-3. They've lost to Fort Recovery, Patrick Henry, and Crestview. And the Aces are 0-3, having lost to Patrick Henry and Crestview, and last week at Eden. So
kicking off for the Raiders, number 24, Cooper Winslick.
So I may not have to worry so much about
4.
I'm not sure how well the field announcer is being picked up by my microphone, but we'll supplement. We'll do play-by-play sort of. And again, it might be a little bit abbreviated because of the situation that we are in. But the Raiders huddling up. They're getting ready to kick things off. Here the Aces drum roll. Bergman is the deep man. And here come the Raiders, and we're about ready to get this week number 4 varsity football game underway. Glad to have you with us here on HIX-TV. And it's a good boot. It's going to come down, grabbed by the Aces. And not much there, out a little past the 20-yard line.
Returning the ball, number 24, Brent Langham.
That was Langham with the grab.
By number 86, Landon Holtz.
And again, like I said, in a way this might not be so bad because I can let the field announcer do my color commentary.
First and 10 on their own 23.
So here we go, 11:55 on the first quarter clock, and the Aces with the ball, ready to get things started. Klima working out of the shotgun. Klima, quick handoff. And not much there.
Ball carried by number 32, Gabe Rodriguez, and brought down by number 15, Kyle Slade, and number 51, Nate Osborne.
So Rodriguez with the carry, as you heard.
Again on the play, second and 10.
I'll shift things around now. They got a wide receiver out on the near side towards us, 2 on the far side. Split back beside Klima. It'll be a quick handoff. And again, not much there. Maybe a yard.
Ball carried by number 32, Gabe Rodriguez.
Rodriguez gets the carry again, and again, not much there.
A host of Raiders.
And they're going to say, again, no gain on the play, so it'll be 3rd and 10. Oh, they're going to say they lost a yard?
3rd and 11.
So 3rd and 11, okay.
From the 22-yard line. Raider fans, make some noise for a Raider ready 3rd down.
Klima working out of the shotgun, gets a snap, drops back to throw, puts the ball in the air, it's caught. Bergman makes the grab out about the 32, 33-yard line. That should be good enough to move the play. And don't hold it against the field announcer for mispronouncing Aaron Klima's last name.
Gives the Aces a 4th and 1
4th and
32-yard line.
Inches. I thought that he made enough to move the chain, but so 4th and short for the Aces. Klima will come back under. Works out of the shotgun once again. Klima fakes the pitch, spins around, hands it off. That's Bergman. Bergman ahead. That should move the chains.
Number 5, Jackson Bergman on the carry.
And they flip it over to first down.
Number 23, Ezra Sin.
And, yep, Bergman got them the yardage they needed, and it'll be a fresh set of downs for the Aces as our offensive series will continue. Again, looking for their first win of the 2021 season. Both these teams are tonight. And an official stoppage of play as they're repositioning the football. Okay. Somehow it got moved about a foot and a half closer to the Aces end zone. So they moved it back to where it was supposed to be. Klima again looks to put it in the air. Ball's caught. Quick move. And it looks like
pass completed to number 24, Langham.
So Langham makes the grab, but it looks like he's going to lose yardage.
And number 2, Jared Pierce.
So the pass is complete. Langham's not able to turn the corner, and he'll lose a couple, so it'll make it 2nd and 12.
On the 32-yard line.
Klima, low snap, ball in the air, and that'll be incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Klima's pass intended for number 5, Jackson Bergman, falls incomplete. Gives the Aces a 3rd and 12 on the 32-yard line.
So here we go, third and
Raider
long.
Rowdies, make some noise for a third down.
Klima gets it away. It's a bad throw. It's going to be picked off at the 45-yard line. Intercepted.
Number 51, Nate Osborne with the Raider interception.
So Osborne picks it off.
Pressure
And
applied by number 21, Grayson Parrish.
Caught it at about the 45-yard line and was able to advance it 2-3 yards. So
First and 10, Wayne Trace.
it'll be at the 42-yard line, it looks like. First and 10 for the Raiders. Quick handoff. Straight up the middle. That could be, took a while for the Aces to slow him down.
Number 2, Jared Pierce rolls down the field. Brought down by number 12, David Taylor. Good for a Raider first down.
Raiders quarterback wears number 24, Cooper Wenslick. Wenslick's going to hand it off again. And again, bang forward to pick up a few more yards.
Number 15, Kyle Slade on the carry. Brought down by number 30.
Slade with the carry.
2, Gabe Rodriguez.
Pickup of 5. Wenslick again a handoff, and they're going to keep it on the ground.
Number 15.
I'll get him inside the 20.
Brought down by number 20, Aaron Klima. Gain of 2 yards.
So that'll make it third and about 3. Wenslick dropping back. He's going to air it out and off the hands of his intended receiver. I think was Ezra Sin.
Number 23, Ezra Sin.
Yep. Complete. So that'll bring up fourth down. As they down to 7:57 to go here in our opening quarter, fourth down. And still on his feet, and they finally stop his forward progress, but that should move the chains easily.
Number 15, Kyle Slade runs for a first down.
So Slade will get him a fresh set of downs. It'll be first and goal from the 8-yard line for the Raiders.
Raiders have a first and goal on the 8-yard line.
Wenslick dropping back, looking over. Sidearm hurl, and it's caught.
Pass completed to number 8, Dylan Hildebrand.
So Hildebrand makes the grab.
Touchdown.
And the Raiders strike first and go up 6-0 here tonight at Raiders Field. 7:35 to go in our opening quarter. So the Aces not able to make much happen on their first offensive series. They turn it over on an interception on a 3rd and long, and the Raiders march it down the field and make the turnover burn a little bit. Kick is up, and kick is good. Wenslick is the kicker too, so Wenslick splits the uprights and makes it a 7-0 game as I'll play the Raiders fight song over on the other side of the field, and we'll get ready for the Aces to get the ball back. You're watching Aces football action here on HIX-TV. Glad to have you with us. Bill and Brian calling the action for you tonight. Want to say a big thank you to our football underwriters making our coverage possible, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Brian and I are sitting here just watching the sun sink lower and lower, and sooner or later it's going to go behind the press box, and we're going to be able to stop squinting. A little bit of a eye strain headache, as again we are right directly in the path of the setting sun here from our vantage point. But in all honesty, we want to say a big thank you to Jim Linder, the AD here at Wayne Trace and the Wayne Trace Athletic Department, for allowing us to be here and finding us some space on a very busy night for Raiders football. We appreciate being able to be here. We want to thank them so very much.
Wenslick to kick for the Raiders.
So Wenslick's going to tee it up.
Back for the Aces, number 24, Lang Him. and number 5, Jackson Bergman.
Bergman and Langham will be the deep guys. Again, need to have an Aces fan go over maybe. We won't say anything. Kick is up. Langham makes the grab. Bergman's out in front. Give him a little bit of a hole, hopefully. Langham, nice move.
Langham on the return.
And he manages to work his way back to about the 35-yard line. I think they're going to put him down at about the 34. So Aaron Klima and company will come back out on offense. And we'll see where they're going to give him progress all the way to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 Aces. I thought he went down a little bit before that, but I'm not going to argue.
Will have a 1st and 10 on the 35-yard line.
So here we go. Aces down now by 7. They got a 1st and 10 on their own 35-yard line. And 7 minutes and 28 seconds to work with here in our opening quarter. Klima, high snap, drops back, fakes the throw, and then he dumps it off over the middle and almost picked off. Is that number 7? Lane Moorhead almost got his mitts on it. It's incomplete.
By number 7, Lane Moorhead.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Ronson Graber in. He's the split back. Graber's going to get the carry. Graber gets back to about the line of scrimmage, and he gets popped pretty good, and he'll go down after picking up maybe a yard.
Brought down by number 58, Kyle Ford, and number 4, Cal Winans.
So Graber gets him a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9 now for the Aces.
Raider Rowdies, it's time for Raider Rowdy 3rd down.
Langham will come back onto the field here. Klima takes the snap, drops back. Klima in a little bit of trouble, gets rid of the ball, and that was just to get rid of the ball. It looks like there was a receiver in the area, but that just prevented Klima from getting tackled for a big loss. 4th down now for the Aces, and it looks like Bergman's going to be dropping back to punt this one away.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, we got a flag on the play, so we'll see what this is all about. So we've got a discussion amongst the officials. Right now it is 4th and 9 for the Aces. And it looks like we might have offsetting penalties.
Raiders have declined.
Oh, nope. It was on the Aces, and the Raiders declined the penalty. So it will remain 4th and 9 for Hicksville, and Bergman will drop back to punt. And they'll have to put the ball back in the right place. And now they're walking it off.
The Raiders have
So the Raiders changed their mind. All right. So the flag was for intentional grounding. I thought there was a receiver in the area, but so intentional grounding, and that's loss of down. So it's going to remain 4th down. And now it'll be 4th and looks like about 4th and about 24. So again, Bergman's going to drop back to punt this one away.
Punting for the Aces, number 5, Jackson Bergman. Back for the Raiders, number 13, Tucker Antoine.
Bergman gets it away. It's a pretty good punt. And it's going to be caught, and it'll be a fair catch at about the 45-yard line. Ball caught by number 10, Alan Mink.
Fair catch by Antoine. 1st and 10 Raiders.
I'll take it back. That's number 13, Tucker Antoine, making the catch. I apologize. So they're going to say he was standing on the 44-yard line when he fair caught the ball. So that's where the Raiders will start off, first and 10. Cooper Wenslick works out of the shotgun. Wenslick, quick hitter off on the far side. It's caught. Gets around the corner. It's got some running room up the sideline.
Wenslick's pass completed, number 13, Tucker Antoine.
Antoine made the grab, and Antoine lopes down the field and marked him out of bounds at about the Aces 38-yard line, it looks like. Where it'll be first and 10, Wayne Trace. As again, they're not wasting any time moving the ball down the field. Wenslick, quick handoff, nothing there, but well, he manages to find a little bit of a seam, and he'll squirt ahead, maybe get a yard.
Brought down by number 5, Jackson Bergman.
Bergman makes the stop for the Aces. It'll be second and 9 for the Raiders.
Brings up a second and 9 on the Aces 37.
So Wenslick, again, another handoff, and again, another good run for the Raiders.
Big run by number 15, Kyle Slade.
Slade is going to
By number 8,
come close to move he does move the chains.
Good for another Raider first down.
So Slade gets about 10 yards on the carry to move the chains, and a fresh set of downs for the Raiders. Now they're waiting for him this time. He's not going anywhere.
Slade on the carry, brought down by number 76.
This time, Slade runs into a wall of Aces, and they'll drop him for about a 2-yard loss.
Direction, Stouffer.
They make it second and 12 now for the Raiders. Move ball back to the Aces' 29-yard line. Wenslick again dropping back, looking to throw. Got his man. Still on his feet. And that'll be good for another first down for the Raiders.
Pass completed to number 13.
That's 13. Antoine makes the grab and moves the chains for the Raiders once again.
Good for another Raider. First down.
So once again, Wayne Trace into the red zone, knocking on the door for the Aces. Ball at the 13-yard line, first and 10. Handoff, that's number 2, I believe. Can't tell if it's 2 or 3.
Pierce on the carry.
It is number 2, Jared Pierce.
Gain of 2 yards, second and 8.
Pierce will get him a couple yards. And this time it's a quarterback keeper, Wenslick, heading straight forward. He's going to get him a first and goal.
Number 24, Cooper Wenslick keeps it for a touchdown.
Oh, he got in, all right. So Wenslick on the quarterback keeper goes 11 yards into the end zone to make it a 13-0 game.
Number 24, Cooper Wenslick the kick. Number 10.
Wenslick's going to go for the kick now. 4:14 to go in our first quarter, and the Raiders looking to go up by 2 scores. Well, they're up by 2 scores, looking to make it a 14-0 game. And no, not that time.
Point after is no good.
So the PAT is unsuccessful, and the Raiders remain on top on the scoreboard 13-0, as the Aces will get ready to get the ball back again and go back on offense for the 3rd time here in this first quarter. Again, glad to have you here with us. It's a little bit of a different situation, a different setup for us tonight, but still glad to be able to be here and to bring you the live coverage of the Aces gridiron action here tonight on HIX-TV. Again, it's homecoming night for the Raiders, so they're looking to put one in the win column here tonight. Nobody likes to lose on homecoming. Aces homecoming doesn't come around until October 1st this year. So Wenslake going to tee it up and get ready to kick off to the Aces once again.
Kicking off for the Raiders, number 24, Cooper Wenslake. Back for the Aces, number 5, Jackson Bergman, and number 24, Brent Langham.
Yep, Langham and Bergman again will be the deep men. Raiders will break their huddle and get ready to kick it off. Have a drum roll from the Aces Pride Marching Band. And Wenslake gets his foot into it. It comes down to Langham. Langham hangs on to the ball, gets out across the 30-yard line, and they'll bring him down at about the 32.
Number 30, Tyler Head.
We'll see where they mark it officially. 31 or 32-yard line.
In the first.
Ooh, Allen East leading Crestview 14-0 in the first. Allen East must be a force to be reckoned with.
32-yard line.
So they put it on the 32-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Aces, who so far tonight have not been able to get much at all going offensively.
Don't miss out on your 50-50. You can find them by the concession stand. Get an arm's length for just $5.
There you go, Brian. Win the 50-50. All right, Klima working out of the shotgun. Again, the Aces looking to get something going here offensively. Dropping back to throw. Klima puts it in the air, and it's just out of the reach of Jackson Bergman and incomplete.
Intended for number 5, Bergman. Ball's incomplete.
It was just about 6 inches away from Bergman's outstretched hand. If he had been able to get a hand on it, there would have been nothing in front of him but open field, and he would have been gone. But we don't need to dwell on what might have been. Let's keep things in the here and now. 4:04 to go in our first quarter. 2nd and 10 now for the Aces. Klima, quick handoff. Still on his feet, and one of the better runs for the Aces tonight is he'll pick up about 4 or 5 yards out to about the 36-yard line.
1, Grayson Parrish, and number 2, Jared Pierce.
Give him 4 yards, make it 3rd and 6 as the ball is advanced to the 36-yard line for the Aces.
Gives the Aces a 3rd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
So 3rd and 6. Klima puts Bergman in motion, gives the ball to Jackson. Jackson, a flag is thrown in the backfield. Jackson's going to get run out of bounds before he can turn the corner. He'll be dropped for a loss, but it'll all depend on what happens with this flag.
Good for a.
It was thrown in the Aces' backfield.
Flag on the play. Take this time to wish Rick Reinhardt a happy 55. Happy birthday, Rick.
So with the play, it was a loss of a couple, so it's 4th and 9 now, ball on the 33. Penalties decline so that the Aces will be forced to punt. With 3:16 to go in the first quarter. High snap, Bergman handles it, and he's hit.
Bergman's kick blocked by number 7,
So the
Lane Moorhead.
kick is blocked by Moorhead. And with that, good field position for the Raiders. As the ball will be on the Aces' 36-yard line. It's the first time the defenders have been able to get to Bergman with his punting duties this year.
1st and 10 on the 36-yard line.
So Cooper Wenslake with a 1st and 10 on the Aces' 36-yard line. Quick handoff. And they'll get the ball down to about the 34.
Number 6-4, Cade White. Gain of a yard.
Jared Pierce is going to stay as the split back besides Wenslick. And Wenslick's going to drop back to throw this time. Looking downfield, his sidearm shoots it out there. It's caught. That's number 8, Dylan Hildebrand. Hildebrand makes the grab and moves the chains. Wenslick has this kind of a sidearm motion for his passes.
First down.
Wenslick dropping back again, looking to put the ball in the air again. And we'll see whether he trapped it or if he caught it.
Pass intended for number 4, Cal Winan.
And they'll say nope, hit the ground.
Ruled incomplete.
So that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Raiders with a 2nd and 10 on the 25-yard line.
Quick handoff, and the Aces are going to corral him at about the 25-yard line.
Antoine on the carry.
That was Tucker Antoine.
Brought down by number 32, Gabe Rodriguez.
They'll put the ball on the 25-yard line. So the ball at the 24-yard line. Wenslick dropping back to throw again. Puts the ball in the air. That one's caught right at about the 20.
Wenslick's pass completed to number 13.
And that again to Antoine. And that's going to bring up 4th down for the Raiders. 4th and 5 from the Aces 20-yard line. They're going to go for it. Wenslick dropping back. Ball in the air. Caught again. And I think he's going to be short.
Complete again to number 13, Tucker Antoine.
And it looks like they might be turning it over on downs. So, Aces hold him and stop him on 4th down. So they'll flip things around, and it'll be 1st and 10 Hicksville from their own 17-yard line. Got a lot of real estate to cover. 1:20 left in our opening quarter. And again, so far the Aces have not been able to get much going offensively here tonight. They do have a number of players who are not dressed this evening. I know Baird is on the sideline, and so is Balzer. Number 22, Walker, is out. And again, Aces are trying to run the ball and not having much success.
Number 21, Grayson Parrish, and number 34, Ryan Rupp.
That'll be a loss of a yard, make it 2nd and 11 for the Aces. So we go under a minute here in quarter number 1.
Loss of 1 yard. Brings up a 2nd and 11 on the 16-yard line.
Klimo will put 2 out wide on the far side and 2 wide on the near side towards us. Split back behind him. They'll move him over on the other side. Take the snap. Klima going to hang on to it himself, and again, he'll be dropped for a big loss back inside the 15.
Big number 56, Dakota Merritt with the sack.
So that's going to put the ball down at about the 14-yard line, it looks like. The 13. So 3rd and 14 now for the Aces, and that may well be the last play of the first quarter, as the Aces are just going to let the time expire. They get plenty of time on the game, or on the play clock, and that'll be it. So we've played the first 12 minutes tonight, and it's been all Raiders so far. Our score at the end of 1, it's Wayne Trace 13 and the Aces nothing. Well, as we get ready for quarter number 2, we'll switch ends of the field, and I'll take some time right now to say a big thank you to our football broadcast underwriters, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and of course online at jimschmidtauto.com. Remember, if you are in the market for a vehicle, whether you're looking for something brand new, pre-owned, be it a car, truck, van, or SUV, stop by, check out the great selection they have on the lots at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships, Or you can check out the complete dealer inventory online anytime at jimschmidtauto.com. If you don't see what you're looking for, let the folks at Jim Schmidt know. They always do their very best to find you exactly the vehicle you want and one that will best suit you and your family's transportation needs. It's all about service before, during, and after the sale at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. So proud to have them as our football broadcast underwriters once again for the 2021 football season. So 12 minutes on the scoreboard clock. Second quarter ready to get underway. The Aces in a bit of a hole. They've got a 3rd and 14 staring them in the face from their own 13-yard line. As that sun creeps ever closer to being behind the press box and not in our eyes anymore. And the lights come on here at Raiders Field. Again, glad to have you with us for the coverage here on HIX-TV. Fairview and Paulding tied at 0 in the second. Klima gets the snap. Klima looking downfield. Klima in a world of trouble. Klima's going to be dropped for another loss.
Number 20 sacked by number.
Good coverage by the Raiders downfield. None of the Aces able to get free. And no good target for Klima to throw to. And so staring down a 4th and 23. That loss dropped Klima all the way back to the 4-yard line. So Bergman's going to be probably in his end zone for this punt.
Number 5, Bergman. Back for the Raiders, number 13, Tucker Antoine.
Antoine, the deep man, and Bergman gets his foot into it. Antoine catches it at the Aces 40-yard line, still on his feet. Antoine moving through traffic. He's over on the far sideline. And
huge return by number 13.
I think he's inside the 20.
Brought down by number 5, Jackson Bergman.
Bergman was the one that finally got him over there on the far side. And once again, the Raiders are going to start off in prime field position. 1st and 10.
Raiders will have a 1st and 10 on the Aces 14.
Yeah, on the 14-yard line. Up 13-0. And looking to add to that as we cruise towards halftime here. 11 minutes, 12 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Drop back, ball in the air. Looked like it might have been. Looks like somebody might have got a hand on it. The arc of the trajectory changed a little bit.
Number 11, Ray Price, falls incomplete.
So Wensley gets the incompletion there. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 14-yard line. All right. So Wensley, low snap on the turf, scoops it up, scrambles out, launches it, and that'll be incomplete.
Wensley, pass intended for number 23, Ezra Sin, falls incomplete.
Yeah. Sin not able to grab the bullet, and it hits the turf, so
Raiders will have a
incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 10 now with 11 minutes to go. Wensley dropping back in the air and broken up. That saved a touchdown.
Pass intended for number 11, Race Price.
That was, again, Race Price
Number 9, Aston Sentel.
trying to get a hold of it, and Sentel gets in his way, hits the turf, and that's 4th down now and 10. So what are the, I'm sure it's 4th down territory here for the Raiders. Why not? Wensley dropping back again. He's got another bullet in the air, and that's going to be a flag as it's going to be pass interference on the Aces. I think it might be Klima that's guilty of it. If not Klima, that's Taylor is down there too, it looks like.
Pass interference, Hicksville.
But yeah, they put the intended receiver on the turf well before the ball got there. You can't do that. So that was a 4th down play. They'll move the ball and take another crack at it here. That'll be a handoff. Still on his feet, battling down. They say he's in.
15, Slade on the carry.
Slade had the football.
Takes it to the 1-yard line.
And not quite able to get in. So down on the 1-yard line. First and goal for the Raiders. So here we go. First and goal on the 1-yard line for Wayne Trace. Looking to punch their ticket for the 3rd touchdown of the night. That'll be an incomplete pass, so it won't happen that play. Antoine couldn't hang on to it. It was thrown around his ankles and was not able to control the ball. Incomplete, so 2nd and goal. Ball stays at the 1-yard line. 10:31 left to go in the first half. Wenslick puts the ball in the air, and that'll be good for 6.
Wenslick's pass is completed to number 13, Tucker Antoine. Good for a Raider touchdown.
So Antoine makes another grab in the end zone, and the Raiders now go up 19-0 on the Aces with 10:27 to go here in our opening half.
Point after 10 by number 24.
And Wenslick is going to attempt to kick the extra point again. Low snap, ball up. That one looks pretty good, and it is. So he's 2 out of 3, and that makes it 20-0. Raiders now up by 3 scores on the Aces, as Hicksville will get ready to get the ball back, and I don't know, maybe going in the other direction on the field might help jumpstart the offense a little bit here tonight. As again, the Aces have been plagued by some injuries. As I think Brian and I, before the game, it was like 4 or 5 of their players not dressed tonight. There are a couple guys with their arms in slings, and so a little bit banged up. Not surprising after the game they had with Eden. That's a physical football team, and so the Raiders will head out onto the field first. Aces will still be huddled up. Wenslick is their kicker.
From the area. Allen East 20, Crestview 9 in the second. Correction, Crestview 7. Paulding and Fairview still scoreless in the second.
Yeah, Paulding and Fairview still no score in second quarter. Throw that out there. Brian's a Fairview alum, but we don't hold that against him.
Kicking off for the Raiders, number 24, Cooper Wenslick. Back for the Aces.
So they'll tee the ball up for Wenslick, and Bergman and Langham will drop back deep once again and get ready to get the football back. So far, Langham's been handling the returns. And that one's going to go over both their heads, and that'll roll back into the end zone for a touchback. So Wenslick really got his foot into that one. It goes over the heads of both the deep men for the Aces and rolls back into the end zone. So Aces will start on their 20-yard line. So get ready to play. We will let you know that we are going to keep the live stream going over the halftime, and we'll unplug the microphone that I am using and use the onboard mics to get you the sounds of the field. But I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to hear the bands because they'll be facing in the other direction. Klima puts the ball in the air. Oh!
Pass intended for number 8.
And
Steffel.
that was
Allen make on the
Steffel, the intended receiver, and Caden just was like, he took one step too many, and then he tried to turn around and go back to the ball, and it was just an awkward position for him, not able to hold on to the football. So 2nd and 10 now for the Aces. Again at their own 20-yard line after the touchback. Handoff, nothing doing. The Aces have really had problems with their running game here tonight. They have not had very many positive yardage plays on the run this evening.
Brought down by numbers. Correction. 3 on the carry, Branson Graber. Brought down by number 71, Nate Sin.
So that'll drop him back to the 13-yard line, or back to the 17-yard line, excuse me, to make it 3 and 13. So 13 yards to go on 3rd down for the Aces. Klima gets the play from the sideline.
Raiders make some noise for a Raider ready 3rd down.
Klima dropping back to throw. Klima puts the ball in the air. Bergman makes the grab. Jackson Bergman out to near midfield. The best offensive play of the night so far for the Aces. Bergman gets it out to the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Aces. Boy, they needed that. A good shot in the arm. Maybe get a little momentum going for Hicksville here. They'll line it up. 1st and 10 near midfield. Klima with the snap. Klima, ball in the air, caught again. And that'll be at about the 46-yard line of the Raiders.
Number 9, Ashton Sentel. Ezra Sin on the tackle.
Oh, they're going to say nope. Make that, yep, it'll be at the 46-yard line. Well, they're going to say the 47. But first time tonight, the Aces have got the ball past midfield and into Raider territory. 2nd and 5 now for Hicksville. Play clock down to 10. Play clock down to 5. Klima with the snap. Klima. Ball's caught. Nice play out near 1st down yardage. That was a grab by 32.
Number 32, Rodriguez.
And that's Rodriguez. Gabe Rodriguez wearing 32 tonight.
And number 74.
And that'll move the chains and give the Aces their 2nd 1st down of this offensive series. Bergman picked up the 1st. Rodriguez gives them their 2nd. 1st and 10 Aces from Wayne Trace's 41-yard line. Dropping back, Klima puts the ball in the air, and Bergman's not going to be able to get back to it in time. Out of bounds, or on the ground and out incomplete. So that'll make it 2nd and 10. 7:53 to go here in our opening half. Aces will line up for the 2nd down play. Klima gets the snap. Launches it. It'll be incomplete. It was underthrown and hits the turf.
For number 8, Steffel.
And there was no way Steffel was catching that one. Klima just didn't get a good arm on that one, and it fell to the turf well short of Steffel. So 3rd and 10 now. We get to hear the chimes sound again for the Raiders. Klima gets his, and that is caught Ashton Sentel makes the grab, and the Aces get another first down, and for the first time tonight, they're down in the red zone. They're going to put the ball down on the 14-yard line.
Correction, 14-yard line.
I already said that. First and 10 Aces. So here we go, first and 10 Aces in the red zone for the first time tonight. Klima with the snap. Klima, ball in the air and not quite into the hands of Bergman. Number 11 right there, that's Race Price. Defending Bergman on the play. That'll make it second and 10. Klima sets his offense, takes the snap. Klima, ball in the air, caught by Bergman. Bergman is shuttled out of bounds by Price, but not before getting some positive yardage. Looks like he got about 5. And he did. 3rd and 5 now for the 9-yard line for the Aces. Hicksville definitely in 4-down territory here.
Raider Rowdies, make some noise for a Raider Rowdy 3rd down.
Klima, ball in the air, and no flag, but that was mighty close. Mighty close with the contact. But again, no flag. So 4th and 5 for the Aces from the 9-yard line. They can get a first down at the 4. $7:20 to go. Play clock down to 10. Down to 8. I think they're going to let it run down and call a timeout. And that's exactly what they do.
Timeout, Aces.
The Aces call a timeout with 1 second left on the play clock. They want to discuss this. This is the best opportunity they've had so far tonight to put some points on the board. They do not want to waste it. Again, we're going to keep the live stream going when we get to halftime in about 7.5 minutes on the game clock from right now. But we are glad to have you with us for this live coverage here tonight on HIX-TV. I don't know what the Raider boosters are grilling down there, Brian, but darn, it smells good.
Treasurer Bethany Barker. Contact them for any ideas that can help.
It's homecoming night here in Raider Country.
We appreciate your support.
Very early in the season for homecoming, but that's okay. Kids are having a great time. Our congratulations to the 2021 Raiders homecoming court. And when we get out of this timeout, again, it'll be 4th and 5 for the Aces. They'll have the ball on the Raiders' 9-yard line. So again, they can go for all 9 to put it in the end zone. A pickup of 4 will buy them a fresh set of downs.
Raider fans, Raider now give many of these. How about a Raider Rowdy 4th down?
Klima gets the snap. Klima, ball in the air and knocked away. And no good.
Klima's pass intended for Bergman. Broken up by number 11, Race Price.
So Price got his hand in there and knocked the ball away from Bergman.
Raiders will take over now.
Bergman's got 5 inches on Price, but Price got the better of him that time. It'll be a turnover on downs. So the Raiders going to get the ball back 1st and 10 on their own 9-yard line. And we'll see what they do. I'm sure they'd like to put together a nice long offensive drive to keep the clock rolling and get into halftime up by 3 scores. Wenslick will work out of the shotgun. Put a man in motion. Quick handoff. I think that was Antoine with the carry.
Handoff to number 13, Tucker Antoine.
Yep.
Brought down by number 3, Bronson Graber.
So Antoine will get him a yard. And that'll get the clock rolling with 6:49 and counting. Another handoff, another run, and this time out to about the 18-yard line. That should be close to first down yardage, make it 3rd and 1, as they'll get it out to about the 18. Wenslick, ball in the air. He's got a man open, and he overthrows him. Intended receiver number 4, Cale Winans. Winans dove for it, couldn't quite get a hold of it. That stops the clock with 6:17 and brings up 4th down for the Raiders deep in their own territory.
Punting for the Raiders, number 70, Landon Whitman.
Landon Whitman, number 70, is the punter. Bergman and Langham will drop back to receive the punt. So for the first time tonight, the Raiders have to punt it away. It's a high arc. It's going to take a Raiders bounce and then a Aces bounce. And it looks like they're going to down it at about the 42, 43-yard line. 1st and 10, Hicksville. Looks like it'll be the 43-yard line, and that's where the Aces will set up shop. They made it all the way down to the 9-yard line in their last offensive series, so here's hoping they can improve on that this time around. Beautiful night for football here tonight, though, I got to tell you. Hardly a cloud in the sky, crescent moon overhead. The lights are on. They stopped the windmills, at least nearby. And Klima, ready to get this offensive series, pitches it back. And a loss to the 40-yard line.
Graber on the carry.
Graber got the pitch out, and Graber got to the 40 and loses 2 yards, or 3 actually. So it'll be a second down and about, well, you can either say a long 12 or just under 13, but yeah. We'll say 2nd and 12, that sounds better. 5.5 minutes to go in the half. Clock is rolling. Klima takes the snap, drops back in the air again, and this time just a little bit behind his intended receiver, number 9, that's Sentel. So incomplete pass will make it 3rd and 12 and stop the clock with 5:21 to go in the half. And lots of whistles. As they're going to reposition the ball. There we go. All right, now it's all set. Now they can legally play. All right, Klima on the shotgun, takes a snap, drops back. Klima looks downfield, launches the ball. Bergman makes the grab. Bergman, first down yardage. Across midfield, they bring him down at the 43-yard line of the Raiders.
Brought down by number 2, Jared Pierce.
So once again, Bergman's the catalyst that gets things going for the offensive series. So 1st and 10 Aces as they advance the ball into Raider territory.
At the 44-yard line.
5 minutes to work with here before the intermission. Klima. Quick hitter, out, caught by Langham. Langham, 45-yard line, he gets popped, he'll lose a couple.
Klima's pass completed, number 24.
Langham just not able to find a seam and turn the corner, and he got popped pretty good, hit the turf and loses a couple. So 2nd and 12 now for the Aces. Klima gets a snap. Again, gets rid of the ball quickly. It's grabbed by Bergman. Bergman still on his feet. Bergman battling down to the 30-yard line. His helmet comes off, so he'll have to leave the field. But Bergman gets him another first down. So Jackson gets it done. It's a 1st and 10 for the Aces at the 31-yard line. And again, his helmet popped off at the end of that play. So Bergman will have to come off the field for at least one play here. 3 minutes, 50 seconds to go, and the clock rolling here in the first half. Halftime will feature both the Aces Pride and the Wayne Trace Raiders marching bands. Klima, again, loads quickly. I think somebody might have got a hand on it. Number 24 looked like he might have, Cooper Wentz, might have gotten a fingertip on that football, and it's an incomplete pass. So 2nd and 10 now for the Aces. Klima looking downfield, launches it, and it's just out of the reach of his intended receiver.
Klima's pass intended for number 8, Caden Steppel, incomplete.
So that'll make it 3rd down as the throw is just a little behind Stemple, not able to get a hold of it. Yes, indeed. They do smell good. All right, 3:29 to go here in our opening half. The Aces down 20-0. Klima spins around, launches it. Caught by Bergman. Bergman's off to the races, into the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown, Aces. Jackson Bergman. From 31 yards out into the end zone to put the Aces on the scoreboard at last. 20-6. The conversion pending. We'll see if the Aces are going to try the kick or if they're going to go for 2. It would be I guess strategically speaking, it would be better to go for 2 because if you make it, then you offset the missed extra point by Wayne Trace earlier in the game. Klima launches it, and it's going to be intercepted, and that will
Klima's pass intended for number 5, Jackson Bergman.
Be a failed attempt. Bergman not able to get it.
11,
Price ran in front of him and picked it off. So the score will remain 20-6. And the Aces, with 3:22 left in the half, will get ready to kick it off to the Raiders.
The Wayne Trace girls and boys golf team.
This will be the first time that the Raiders have had the ball kicked to them since the start of the, well, not even the start of the game. They kicked it off to the Aces. So first score for the Aces, it comes with 3:22 left in the first half. And again, it'll be a 20-6 game with the Aces kicking off to the Raiders coming up here shortly. Bill and Brian, glad to be with you. And I'm not going to lie, kind of nice being here in the middle of the home fans, you know, doing a game. It's sort of different. I wouldn't want to do it every game. You know, it's not as easy to see what's going on as it is from up in the press box, but for a kind of a change of pace, I guess I could live with it. So here we go. The Aces are going to tee it up.
Kicking for the Aces, number 33.
And for the first time this year, I believe,
Back for the Raiders, number 13.
Brianna Scheibel.
Tyler Head.
Brianna Scheibel, number 33, is going to be kicking for the Aces. A nice squib kick, bouncing all around, and I don't know, there's quite the scrum there at about the 42-yard line, 41, 42-yard line. I think the Raiders have it. But that's our first look at Brianna. We mentioned her.
Kick was down by number 7, Lane Moorhead.
She's the first gal on the varsity squad for football. Good to see her getting into the game finally. And she did a good job, too. Gal's good at the onside style kick. Bounced around pretty good. Raiders were able to hang on to it, but not for lack of trying on the Aces defense side.
42-yard line.
First and 10 from the 42 for the Raiders. Man in motion. And it's a quarterback keeper, Wenslick, off to the races. Wenslick still on his feet at the 40-yard line. Heading down the sideline, cutting back across the field, and they finally get him down around the 10-yard line. Oh, my.
24, Cooper Wenslick calls his own number for a big Raider first down.
Oh, man, Wenslick off to the races. And after the Aces finally are able to get some points on the board, that's like,
Finally brought down by number
it's like getting
12, David
punched
Taylor.
in the gut. So Wenslick with a first and goal from the 9, hands it off. Still on his feet, diving into the end zone. Touchdown for the Raiders.
Number 15.
And that was Slade.
For the Raider touchdown.
So it doesn't take the Raiders long to answer. So they come right back after the Aces score to make it a 20-point lead once again, 26-6. Extra point pending. There's the snap. Kick is up. And that one's good too.
And the kick is good by number 24,
So
Wenslick.
Wenslick kicks another extra point and makes it a 21-point game. Aces now down 27-6 here at Raiders Field. And we still got 2:50 to play in the first half. So Hicksville will get the ball back, and they'll have a little under 3 minutes to work with before we go into the halftime locker rooms. I can rest my vocal cords for a little bit, and Brian can decide whether or not he's going to go down and grab a hamburger, and we'll be able to sort of enjoy. I hope we'll be able to hear him okay, the marching bands, who are starting to take their places and get ready to go for the halftime shows. Usually I announce for the band at halftime, but not able to do that this week, obviously, since we're on the other side of the field. The Aces will be up first for the halftime show. Wenslick getting ready to tee it up to kick it off to the Aces as
Kicking off for the Raiders.
we'll get ready to get back to the football action here tonight.
The Aces, number 5, Jackson Bergman, and number 24, Brent Langham.
It's 27-6, the Raiders, and they're about to kick it off to the Aces. They're down by 21, but Hicksville will have, after the kick, probably about 2 minutes, 45 seconds, and all their timeouts to work with if they need them. And a whistle and a flag, and I think they were offsides. Yep.
All sides on Wayne Trace.
So they'll reset. As again, offsides called on the Raiders there. So Wenslick will tee it up back at the 35-yard line. And this will be a low hopper, scooped up by, Langham's going to just have to fall on it. Langham not able to scoop it up and make any forward progress. He'll just fall on the ball.
No return.
And that'll be at about the 28-yard line, it looks like. And about 2:46 left on the clock. So 1st and 10 Aces. 72 yards away from pay dirt. And again, they have all their timeouts. I take it back, they only have 2 timeouts. They used 1. So here come the Aces. Klima pitches it back. Not much there.
32 Rodriguez in the carry.
Rodriguez
number 7 Lane Moorhead and
loses a couple.
23 Ezra Sin. Loss of 3 yards on the play.
So that'll make it 2nd and 13 now for the Aces. Clock rolling with 2:20 left to go in the half. Ball in the air and incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 2:04 and bring up 3rd down.
Race Price on the coverage.
Play clock ticking down. Aces will get their offense set. It'll be 3rd and 13 from their own 25-yard line. 2:04 left to go in our opening half. Klima fakes the handoff, puts the ball in the air, overthrows Bergman, incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down. And that should drop Jackson back to punt the ball away. And it will. So the Raiders are going to get the ball back, and they're going to have a little under 2 minutes to work with. So Wayne Trace can work on their 2-minute drill if they want. Bergman will drop back to punt.
Punting for the Aces, number 5, Bergman.
Bergman's going to fake it. Bergman's taken off. Bergman's off into the races. And Bergman, I think, got a 1st down.
Bergman on the keeper.
And a flag on the play. He was
tackled by Tucker Antoine.
And we'll see what the flag is. It looks like, were they indicating it was the Aces or the Raiders? It looked like they were pointing at the Raiders, but I'm not sure. And nope, they're walking the Aces back. So it'll be 10 yards from the spot of the foul. And you always have to worry about something like that when, Jackson was taking his time and figuring out what he wanted to do, and that's when you have to worry about somebody accidentally holding or an illegal receiver going downfield, those type of things. So after the holding call, Bergman's thinking about it again. And this time he decides to put his foot onto it. And it's loose on the turf, and I think the Aces got it. I think the Aces got the ball back. We'll see when and they did. I think that was Wenslick that tried to catch the ball, and it bounced off his hands in front of him onto the turf. And the Aces diving for it, and they land on the football and get it back.
Cover their own punt. Good for a first down. First and 10 on the 39-yard line.
So, first and 10 for the Aces. They get the ball out to the 39-yard line. So I guess we can't move the ball downfield one way. You can move it down the field another. We'll take it. Minute 40 to go. Klima back out on offense. Fresh set of downs. Klima dropping back. Ball in the air. Caught. That's Rodriguez. Gabe Rodriguez takes it out to the 44-yard line of the Raiders and goes out of bounds to stop the clock with a minute 31.
Number 2, Jared Pierce, and number 25, Joel Reinhardt. Aces will have a first and 10 on the Raider 44-yard line.
Klima, ball in the air and knocked to the turf. Bergman turned into a defender on that play. He and Price, they've been dogging each other all night. And rather than take the chance of Price being able to pick it off, Bergman just kind of helped the ball hit the turf. That'll stop the clock with a minute 25, and it'll be second and 10, Aces. Again, ball on the 44-yard line of the Raiders. Aces will set their offense. Second down. Play clock down to 10. There's the snap. Klima launching it, and that one is going to get picked off, but he was out of bounds. Oh, the Aces dodge a bullet there. I think that was Parrish. Nope, I take that back. It's number 25, Reinhardt.
Number 25,
Reinhardt had the ball, but both feet out of bounds. Not by much either. So the Aces can breathe a sigh of relief that they don't turn it over. And they'll get one more crack at it with a minute 19 to go in the half. And once again, the Aces will run the play clock all the way down and then take the timeout to maximize the amount of time they can talk amongst themselves about what they want to do here. That's a way of like maybe adding an extra 20 seconds to your timeout because you can use the play clock and then call the timeout. So the Aces are faced with a 3rd and 10. Ball is on the Raiders' 44-yard line. Hicksville has a minute and 19 to work with. So they'll tick off the final seconds here of this timeout and head back out onto the field. And the Aces are going to take every last second that they can. There they go. So it'll be a 3rd and 10 for the Aces. And here we go. 44 yards away from pay dirt. Klima takes the snap. Klima. And he's going to get buried. Oh. That's the last thing you wanted to have happen. It's a tackle for
Make
loss.
some noise for number 34, Ryan Rupp on the sack.
So Klima gets taken to the turf all the way back at the Aces' 44-yard line.
Also with pressure, number 74, Caden Woolbright.
That'll be 4th and 22 now. And the Aces, at this point, need to punt it away. Well, we got another timeout on the field here. The Aces call their 3rd and final timeout for the half to discuss what they might want to try to do. And I'm not gonna try to second guess Coach Smith. He knows way more about football than me. Looks like Bergman's dropping back to punt. Bergman had a pretty good attempt at a fake punt earlier that did not stand because of a holding call. Raiders come back out onto the field. Their deep man back is Antoine, number 13. There's the snap. Bergman doesn't waste any time, puts his foot into it. It's a short kick, angling towards the sideline. Everybody is running for it, and it looks like at the 40-yard line of the Raiders, where Wayne Trace will set up offensively with 54 seconds to go. They can run a play and keep the clock rolling and take a knee and head into the locker room if they choose.
Tonight we have hot dogs, brats, burgers, and the world-famous Pucker Brush Pizza.
So the Raiders line it up, 54 seconds to go. Wenslick fakes it, puts the ball in the air. He's got a man open, and it's broken up. Good job by Langham. Intended receiver number 4, Cale Winans, excuse me. And Langham breaks it up. And now the Raiders choose. They can take a couple of knees and get out of the half if they want. They took enough time off the clock. It looks like they may be going for it again. Wenslick again out of the shotgun. Wenslick again gets that one, is caught by Winans. Winans on his feet. And Winans down inside the 45-yard line of the Aces.
Good for a Raider, first down.
That'll be a first down for the Raiders as they'll get into Aces territory. And clock continues to roll as soon as they set the flags. Winans dropping back again. Winans, ball in the air, incomplete.
Pass intended for number 8, Dylan Hildebrand.
He was trying to get Hildebrand as he came across the middle and he overthrew him. So that'll stop the clock with 27.3 seconds. So here we go. Wenslick, ball in the air, caught. Still on his feet and brought down inside the 30.
Pass is completed to number
Winans
4,
makes another grab.
Another Raider, first down.
And they'll move the chains, 19.8 seconds.
12, David Taylor on the tackle.
And timeout, Wayne Trace.
Timeout, Wayne Trace.
Wow. We may have to check the battery on the iPad.
First and 10 on the Aces 27-yard line.
We may be shutting down and starting up another live stream at the end of halftime at this rate. So 19.8 seconds. Raiders leading by 21, but they want to get into the end zone one more time, so they've called the timeout. They've got a 1st and 10 on the Aces' 27-yard line.
Scores from the area at half. Fairview 7, Paulding 0.
Fairview finally puts one in the end zone and leads
28, Knights 14.
Paulding 7-0 at halftime. We're almost to halftime ourselves. It's just taken us a while to get there. Ball in the air and incomplete. And that'll only take about 5 seconds off.
For number 11, Race Price. Just a bit outside.
So Wenslick overthrows his receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10 and stop the clock, 14.5 seconds. Backing up, Wenslick in trouble now. He's got to scramble. Manages to hit his receiver. And he'll get it. Looks like 1st down yardage. I'm not sure he threw it to. Antoine. Antoine grabs it. And another timeout. So Wayne Trace will call their 2nd timeout. They'll have a 1st and 10 on the 10-yard line when we come out of it.
Thank our scoreboard sponsors this year. They are Schultz Automotive, Brickers, Lee Kitzel, Paulding East Hardware, Eastside Auto, and Grover
Up by 21 right now, so another trip into the end zone would put them up by 27 with an extra point, 28. Or if they were to go for 2, 29. Getting close to that 30-point margin. That would give them a running clock in the second half. So the Raiders getting ready to break huddle. Here come the Aces. Again, 5.2 seconds to go in the half, and the Raiders will have the ball. 1st and 10, and they're going to go for a field goal here to make it 30-6 and go up by 24. Wenslick gets his leg into it, and he got it. And that's the end of the first half. So Wenslick splits the uprights.
27, field goal is good.
To put the Raiders up 30-0, or 30-6, excuse me. A 24-point lead. And it's halftime. So again, our halftime score here from Raider Country on the Wayne Trace campus is the Raiders 30 and the Aces 6.